Radio check, radio check. I just spilled water on my computer. I think that was live. Okay, I think that's good. Radio check, radio check. Are we live? Hello. There we go. Yeah. Fuck. I think it's all good. It was just a few drops, but hello. Sorry about the delay. I was just getting ready. I thought the new guy was hosting. No, that's for Singapore. I'm gonna be here today, of course. But yeah, are you not gonna get copyright claims? No, because we're not gonna stream anything. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. Me today, I am your host Ryan, same as every other race weekend, from the Raian F1 YouTube channel. Link in the description, by the way. And we are here today for the Italian Grand Prix at the Monza circuit, Autodromo Internazionale Monza. The race starts in about 12 minutes. It is right now extremely sunny around the circuit, and the starting grid is a complete chaos. So let's see. Yes, so the starting grid has been decided. The starting grid has been decided, and I was just pulling this up before we started the stream. So it's going to be Leclerc leading from Russell, Norris and Ricciardo on the second row. Then it's Gasly and Alonso on the third row, Verstappen and De Vries on the fourth row, and then it's going to be Zhou, Latifi, Vettel and Stroll, Perez and Ocon, Bottas and Magnussen, Schumacher and Sainz, and Hamilton and Tsunoda bringing out the leader. So that's gonna be it. Hello everyone, did you already have cheese today? No, I had cheese yesterday after we finished with the stream. No, I just had a yogurt with some fruit and some Cheerios. It was quite good, really. But I had to finish at the speed of light to get to the broadcast on time. But yeah, I just started watching The Crown, so I've been busy with that yesterday all afternoon. Hey, thanks for clarifying how the penalties work. I get confused too if there are a ton of penalties like today's race. Yeah, no problem. The grid is right there, and there's a video by Racing Statistics that is insanely good about the penalty system. Hi, Fifth. About the penalty system. Well, not the penalty system, but the penalties for this race. That makes it all very clear. Poor Ryan, take your time next time, buddy. No, it's fine. I should have started earlier. I couldn't because I was in the toilet, but still, I could have been. I never have this problem, so it's my own problem. If I decide to spend an extra 20 minutes on laying on bed, it's my problem then. If I don't make it to breakfast in time. So yes, today we have the Breeze starting in front of Gotifi. And if he finishes P11 or higher and in front of his teammate, he will be pushing Mr. Gotifi to P21 in a 20 driver championship. P21. He right now is on P20. The only driver behind him is Nico Hülkenberg, I think, right? Yeah, I think it's Nico Hülkenberg. Yeah, it's Nico Hülkenberg. I know it. But if the Vries finishes in front of Gotifi or P11 or higher, yes, he will be P20. So that's good. I wonder how Ferrari will mess things up this time. Oh hell yeah! Not the question of if, but the question of when. I love it. I love it. This looks like a recipe for turn 1 chaos. Yes, definitely does. Definitely does. We will see how this race starts. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Gotifi going below the number drivers. He wants more. Yeah, the thing is, Gotifi is the best driver in the world. For those of you who are new here, he's the best driver Formula 1 has. What he wants to do there was a bug in iOS a while ago. I think it was 2016, something of the sorts. That if you set the date of your phone to the earliest possible, there was a counter for calendar and stuff that went all the way around the integer 32-bit, or was it 64-bit, and like went from 0 and then went all the way to the top. That's what Gotifi wants to do. He wants to be so low down in the championship that a bug pushes him up to the top and up into first place, to the maximum possible. So that is what's gonna happen. I think if Gotifi keeps getting pushed down. Now looking at Emo Fittipaldi. Imagine a McLaren 1-2 again. I mean, I'm gonna say extremely unlikely because I'm not gonna say impossible. Everything is technically possible. Oh look, a Pirelli cowboy hat. That's good. Looks nice. Oh shit. I gotta... Hold on. Yeah, that was the crown. All right. Yeah, McLaren has a long way to go before becoming a good team again. Yes, indeed, Jose. Lando kinda a pushover for not trying for the only McLaren to win in 10 years. What? Okay, that was a very weird sentence. Prediction for safety cars, I'm gonna say 2. I forgot to say hello. Hello, Audas. Gasly, T-bones Russell, and Leclerc cutting the second chicane. Okay, that's a pretty big... Gasly getting back at Russell for Silverstone, I see. I thought you were not going to review this race, as you said yesterday. No, I was not gonna do next race, Singapore. I wasn't gonna do the Grand Prix. I was gonna do the qualifying session. It was just a heads up. You sound a bit ill. Perhaps because I just woke up. I think that's it. Yesterday I had an extra 2 hours before the race started. Since I woke up at 8 and the race started at 11. Today I woke up at 9 and the race starts 45 minutes later. So yeah, that's my sleepy voice. Like, subscribe, and check the pin video in the chat. Oh yes, let's see. Oh yeah, check the pin video in the chat if you're wondering how the penalties are going to be applied. It's just a 30-second video. You can watch it and then come back. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a very interesting video. Could a Ferrari engine blow? Yes, I mean, a Ferrari engine could always blow. But the one I'm most worried about is Alonso's engine, because he hasn't taken penalties in like quite a while now. Leclerc took a penalty last race. Sainz took a penalty this race. Hamilton already took a penalty. Verstappen's taking a penalty now. Checo took a penalty as well. So it's a bit of a weird one. Hold on, just one last second. Okay, there we go. So Monza, 3 sectors, 53 laps for today. There's a top speed of 362 kilometers an hour. That's a lot. Elevation of 12 meters over the 11 turns of this amazing Italian circuit. Yeah, this circuit has been in the calendar for, well, over 70 years now, ever since before the Formula One championship was an actual thing. brought us a lot of memories, a lot of incidents, a lot of great racing, of course, through the years. And last year, yeah, we got a surprise champion in a 1-2 for McLaren, the first and perhaps probably only win for Ricciardo at McLaren. And well, I don't want to say the rest of his career because I don't know what's next for him, but yeah, perhaps his last win by the looks of things. So for this weekend, we have the C4, the C3, and the C2 tire compounds, of which the C4 is no longer available for a few of the drivers, those including both of the McLarens, Fernando Alonso, and the AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly. So the starting grid for today is Yuki Tsunoda in P20, Lewis Hamilton in front in P19, of course, both with a penalty, Carlos Sainz in P18 and Schumacher in 17th, both with a penalty. Then in front we have Magnussen and Bottas, P16 and P15, both with a penalty. Then in front of them we have Ocon and Checo Perez in P13, of course, both with a penalty. Then in front we have Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel, P12 and P11 for them. They will be starting right behind Nicolas Latifi in P10 and Zhou Guanyu qualifying in 9th place for today's race. Nick de Vries will be making his Formula One debut in 8th place here at Monza with Max Verstappen in 7th. Fernando Alonso will be starting in 6th. And Pierre Gasly in 5th. Verstappen, of course, he had a penalty. Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris will be on the second row in 4th and 3rd place, with 2nd and 1st being for George Russell and Charles Leclerc in P1. Pole position from yesterday qualifying. So that's the starting grid. Yeah, as I was saying there, the strategy for today is going to be a predicted one stop from the mediums to the hards, or from the softs to the hards. From mediums to the hards is going to be the most conservative, let's say, the most conservative strategy, with from the softs to the hards being a little bit, they have to lean more on saving those tires for the first stint. The alternate strategy is a one stop from the softs to the mediums, but that's gonna have to extend both stints a decent amount. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Of course, that is considering no safety cars are here at the start. So Leclerc, Russell, Verstappen, De Vries, and Ocon are the only ones starting on the soft compound tire. Everyone else is starting on the medium. So the strategy to go as of now seems to be either of the three. Then we will have to see whether the soft runners decide to fit on the hard compound or the medium compound. And yes, the medium drivers will have to see if they fit the soft compound or the hard by the latter end of the race. Very interesting race. Yeah, this is going to be a very heavy on track action race, and at the same time a very heavy strategic race, because, well, yeah, strategies can play a plethora of different options here, and overtakes as well. Seeing as there are a lot of fast cars coming from the back. Yeah, so the predicted stops are at around lap 22. Lap 22, 23 to 28 or 30. That's the predicted strategy for the one stop. At around lap 23, we should start to see cars coming into the pits, unless they do so earlier for a bit of an extended second stint. There have been more Grand Prix at Monza than any other circuit in the history of Formula One. That's what I've been saying before. Thank you, Formula One, for reminding us. So I hope Haas will get some points today. I don't want to say seems impossible, but it seems very unlikely. Very unlikely. They had to overtake a lot of drivers, and they just do not have the pace, as seen yesterday in qualifying. Next Grand Prix, Alonso 350th Formula One start, a new record. Holy shit, yeah, I remember the 300th Grand Prix at McLaren in 2018, I think it was. As if it was yesterday. And even after having missed a season, he missed 2019, and And 2020 as well, didn't he? Yeah, he missed 2020 as well. Even after having missed 2 years, he's now continuing to break records, and that's insane. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Yeah, I have a bit of allergies here. I just woke up. It's kind of cold here as well, so it's completely normal. I'm gonna mute the mic. The map is broken. No, the map is not broken. We haven't started with the race yet. We're still under formation lap. Map will work when the race starts. Race statistics, of course it will. Of course it will. I've had some complaints about the audio, so I'm gonna keep it low for this race. You were muted? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. I am not muted. Okay. Yes, you can hear me, right? Radio check, radio check. Yes, of course you can hear me. You got allergies with cheese or what? No. It's just cold weather. When does the race start? In just a few seconds. Cars are lining up on the grid for the start. Loud and clear. Okay, thank you, Christina. So cars are lining up. That's the medical car at the back, the Aston Martin DBX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are racing once again. That's a clean getaway from Charles Leclerc. That's a McLaren that probably stalled there. I think that is Daniel Ricciardo. That's George Russell still in second place. That's a good start from him as well. Tries to go around the outside. Is he going to go for the overtake? They are side by side going into turn 1. He takes the chicane. That is George Russell in second place. And it's a McLaren of Lando Norris. And there's an AlphaTauri right there in fourth place. And it's Max Verstappen already trying to make up those positions and trying to get into the podium. Right behind, it's one of the Alpines. That's Fernando Alonso, who's trying to be overtaken right now by the other Alpine. But there is a McLaren there in between, the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo, I think that is, who had a brilliantly disastrous of a start. Oh no, that's Lando Norris, I think, who had the disaster start. Lando Norris had a shocker of a getaway. Yes, that is Lando Norris. I don't know what happened there. Daniel Ricciardo's running in third place right now. We have Leclerc in front of Russell, Ricciardo, Gasly, Verstappen, Norris. Oh, Norris already got past Alonso there. That's great for him. Max Verstappen getting past Pierre Gasly. Then it's Alonso, De Vries, Zhou, Vettel, Stroll, Magnussen, and Ocon all the way at the back. So it wasn't the other Alpine. It was Nick De Vries. I hadn't even considered him to be up there in 8th place already. So let's see, they come across the line already. There is an overtake happening. That is Max Verstappen getting side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. They are going to go side by side as well into turn 1. That is Max Verstappen around the inside, takes that position and is up into the podium already 1 lap after the start. Max Verstappen up into 3rd place. Daniel Ricciardo drops down to 4th for the McLaren team with his teammate Lando Norris in 6th, right in between himself and Pierre Gasly. So at the back of the pack, we have Esteban Ocon making the move on Kevin Magnussen up into 12th place. Magnussen in 13th in front of Latifi, Carlos Sainz and Checo Perez in P15 and P16. Yuki Tsunoda in P17, Mick Schumacher in P18. Then it's Hamilton in 19th place and Valtteri Bottas dropping 5 places from the start in P20. Let's see a replay of the race start. I am interested in looking at the back of the grid. Okay, so it was a very slow getaway from Yuki Tsunoda there. The Haas cars were struggling with the speed as well into turn 1. And yes, already we were starting to see a few cars going wide. That's Zhou and Yu. That's one of the Haases. That's the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, all going wide in turn 1. So no accident as of yet, because people decided to just take the chicane instead of sticking to their position, which I think is the more Although it's the less interesting move, it's the more intelligent one. Verstappen, yes, already up into the podium, and who knows, he might even be moving up now since we are now watching the race restart. Yeah, so Lando Norris, what a shockingly bad start. He was behind Fernando Alonso there. He was starting in third place. Yeah, he was almost overtaken by Nick de Vries as well. Let's see, Mick Schumacher on board there with the German driver into turn one as well. He tried to go around the outside on Ocon. Oh, there was some contact there. Some contact, that's the problem. Bottas had some contact with, I think that was Kevin Magnussen's Haas. Oh, and that's a bit of front wing that flew off. Yeah, the end plate of Bottas' front wing was completely detached, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Bottas pitting right now. Let's see, Max Verstappen holds the fastest lap. He is up 4 places from his starting slot. P24 Bottas right now. He hasn't stopped as of yet, I don't think. But let's see if he tries to fit a new wing. No, he hasn't stopped. He's on the medium compound tires. So the 3 top runners are on the softs. Everyone else is on the mediums apart from Ocon and De Vries. Right now, we are looking at Daniel Ricciardo, who has a bit of a train starting to develop since DRS has already been available for the drivers, has been made available for the drivers. P13 for Carlos Sainz as he overtakes the Haas of Kevin Magnussen. A bit of smoke there from somebody locking up into turn one. So DRS forming from Ricciardo all the way down to, I think, Zhou and Yu. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars of the DRS train as Max Verstappen sets a new fastest lap of the race. I think that's a new fastest sector, actually. Let's see, the battle for second place is now raging between Max Verstappen and George Russell as Verstappen is getting close and has the DRS on the British driver. Let's see, that is Checo Perez also getting past Kevin Magnussen for 14th place now. And that is Sainz and Perez both making their way up. Up next is Esteban Ocon for the two. The Alpine of the Frenchman for Carlos Sainz and for Checo Perez. Now on board with Max Verstappen as he is getting to Parabolica. Let's see, with the DRS open, will he be able to make the overtake into turn one? He definitely has the speed. Does he have enough space though? The DRS is open. New fastest lap of the race for Max Verstappen. 30 meters is the gap between those two. I don't think it's going to be enough though. He tries to go around the inside. Does he make it enough? He definitely does. So under braking manages to get the move done and up into second place for Max Verstappen into Curva Grande now. Yeah, so OP. Verstappen is so OP. How many laps in Monza? 53. Just remembered I didn't even look in the mirror today. I was looking at my phone the whole time. Let's see, Max Verstappen now in second place, holding the fastest lap of this race. DRS is still a train coming for Daniel Ricciardo there. A lot of cars very, very, very close. Zhou Yu has joined the pack now as we are now seeing Carlos Sainz make the move, not on Ocon, but on Vettel. He already got past. We missed that move, definitely. And Sainz is all the way up into 11th place now as he gets closer and closer to Lance Stroll, who he may even overtake before the end of this lap. Before the end of this straight, sorry. And yes, he does. That is Checo Perez trying to overtake Ocon, but just not enough of a gap there, trying to get the move under, braking around the inside. Let's see if he gets him through Curva Grande here. Side by side they go, but the speed of the Red Bull is just superior, and that is how Checo gets the move done. into turn 4. Sainz up into 10th place already. Zhou and Yu is up next for him, and that is the start of the Ricciardo train. Yes, the train is real. Let's see how long can Ricciardo hold those guys back. I think the problem is that Gasly is in 5th place for that train, and I don't think Gasly has the speed on the car to get a move done on the McLaren of Ricciardo. Verstappen slowly gaining. Yes, that is true. 2.1 seconds is now the gap between Verstappen and Leclerc. New fastest third sector by Verstappen as well. Russell is surprisingly keeping up with Leclerc and Verstappen. Kinda, yeah. He's fallen back 3 seconds already on Max Verstappen. That's almost a second a lap he's been going down. I think it's on a bit of a world of his own. Oh no, that's the gap not to Verstappen, but that's the gap to Leclerc. Oh yeah, he is keeping up. 1.2 seconds behind Verstappen. Oh, yeah, that's really quite good. Hamilton on the other side, he's moved up to P18, past Mick Schumacher. Bottas still hasn't stopped. Fastest second sector by Verstappen. Every sector he sets is the fastest sector. If Verstappen wins, he equals Mansell's 31st Formula One win. That's interesting. Oh, sorry, you put 31st. 31st. 31th. Go Tiffy Power. Let's see where Go Tiffy is sitting at. Oh, Perez comes into the pits. That's a very early stop. Right now we're seeing Carlos Sainz make the move on the first of the DRS train. Yeah, the hard tires for Checo, but that's a very, very, very early. Oh, there's some fire from the brakes there. I think he had something obstructing the brakes. Yeah, there was a lot of smoke. I think there was something obstructing Checo Perez's brakes. Yeah, there's still smoke there. I think we have our first DNF of today if he cannot get that under control. Yeah, there's still some smoke, but it's definitely less now. Oh no, it's still a lot of smoke coming from the brakes. I think that's... I don't want to say that's gonna explode, but we've seen that. I think he had an obstruction and that's why he came in. And now yeah. It's a lot of smoke. But there's a lot of fresh air, and more so where he is now, running in a no man's zone, on a no man land, where he can cool those brakes down. That's Hamilton moving up into 15th place in front of Kevin Magnussen and past Mr. Gotifi himself. That's Carlos Sainz as well, making his way up past the Breeze, and Fernando Alonso is up next for him. Daniel Ricciardo's holding the train for Sainz. Ah, yes, what a good man. Here, dude, let me make it easy for you. Come on, that's an opportunity Perez definitely did mess on, because I'm sure as soon as the train is broken, it'll be much harder to overtake all those guys. But they're now in a very compact packaging, let's say, a to-go packaging that is very convenient for everyone to overtake. Yeah, we're gonna have to check out what's going on with Checo as soon as we get a visual of him. But I think he is doing quote unquote fine. Let's see, the Ferrari going side by side with Alonso. The Ferrari of Carlos Sainz, is he going to go around the inside? Yes. And he is up into 7th place, Carlos Sainz. Lando Norris is up next. Okay, let's see. Verstappen now has he gotten any closer to Charles Leclerc? I don't think so. I think he's keeping his distance there. Let's see. Perez is cutting down by around a second a lap. Or is he? Let's see. Leclerc radio? If Verstappen does plan C, would like to go plan B. Are you happy with that? That was the message from Leclerc. From Ferrari to Leclerc. Leclerc said, yes, I'm good with that. So let's see, that is Carlos Sainz moving up once again in front right now of Lando Norris into turn 1 as well. Verstappen to Leclerc, the gap has shrunk by a second so far. So it's around a tenth or to a lap that the gap gets shrunk. And that is Vettel moving down a few places. Did he lock up? What happened there? Let's see, Vettel, he was on P15. Oh, that's smoke. I'm losing power, and I think that's our first DNF of the day. Or not. I mean, he's dropping down and dropping down. I think that's our first DNF for the day. There's some smoke coming out of Vettel's car, and he is out for the Italian Grand Prix. And that's, I think, our first safety car as well. We may get a VSC instead of a full safety car here today. He stopped on the second sector. On the second sector, right next to an exit ramp. So it's gonna be quite easy to get him out of the circuit. I think that's gonna be a VSC though, and that is Carlos Sainz getting in front of Pierre Gasly up into 5th place for the Spaniard. Yes, indeed, that was a VSC. Called it. Nice. Yuki up into 14th place. That's true. He started P20 and is already past Perez, Bottas, Schumacher, Latifi, Magnussen, and Vettel. Yellow flags, VSC as Vettel's out of the car. Seb hit the curb and started smoking. Yes, something went terribly wrong with that engine. So the pit gap was the pit window, opened at around lap 22, so that is in 10 laps. I don't think that's I mean, that means a 2-stop strategy for pretty much any drivers that try to stop now. Okay, so Leclerc's coming in. He doesn't think it's going to be the best solution here, Leclerc says. Let's see, the VSC is ending. Let's see. Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc, I think, is the only one to come in. 2.2 seconds stop. He comes out in 3rd place. Lost the lead right there. And is he going to come out in front or behind Daniel Ricciardo? I think it's going to be kind of side by side. He's just in front, and that's very close, and that's exactly what he needed. Oh, he loses the tail there on the outside of turn one, but I think that's good. That's exactly what he needed. He needed to come out in front of the Ricciardo train as Latifi moves up into 15th place, and Alonso up into 7th place past Lando Norris. So plan A for Leclerc. That's the first time Ferrari have ever gone through with plan A. So turn 1, lap 1 incident involving Magnussen under investigation for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. I don't think that was an advantage. He was literally pushed by Bottas out of the circuit. He didn't do it on purpose or anything. Sainz is up into 4th place now, past Ricciardo and in front of the train. Sparks fly at the back of that Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, and let's see, because Sainz is not clear of the train as of now. Okay, so Verstappen's been told that, about the strategy and that his rhythm is better than that of Leclerc's. And that is the first driver getting past Ricciardo as well off the train. That is Pierre Gasly, even with both with DRS. Oh, and I think that's going to be... he goes wide, goes past the chicane, and I don't think he has to give that position back because the overtake had been done before the, said chicane, but he does give it back anyway, and is down into P6 right now. He's going to have to try again at the end of the next lap. Let's see what happened there. Pierre Gasly goes around the inside. Yeah, he's got the overtake done, but then he oversteers, but he's well in front already, so I don't think he had to give that position back. How much time needed for a pit stop? I think it's around 24 seconds here, I would say, seeing as the pit lane is not the longest. But yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I know. Once drivers actually start pitting, I'll let you know. How many laps? 53. 53. New fastest lap of the race for Charles Leclerc. Hold on a second, guys. Here we are. To close the door. I'll get back to you. Sounds like a Ferrari there. Well, at least I'm not incompetent and I don't work in Formula 1. I mean, this will not cost me... not knowing this will not cost me millions of dollars, where as for Ferrari, it will. Ferrari made a good strategy. I don't think that was the right call, dude. I don't think it was the right call. Because with the mediums, he's going to have to stop again. Do you have a good strategy, though? Yes. I always get a lot of places because of my strategies on Motorsport Manager. So that's as close as we're going to get. Yes, I'm still playing this same as, well, not as intensely as as last week, because I feel like I'm losing my life in that game, but it's my 3rd season and my team is doing good. We moved up from 7th to 6th and then to 5th, and now our championship aim is to finish 4th. Let's see, the RS train still underway. Is Gasly gonna have enough speed now? And he does not. He does not have enough speed. Come on, Ricciardo, pit! Okay, Latifi comes into the pits. Do not short shift corner exit. I can't, guys, I can't. Make sure the engine is right. Oh, damn, Leclerc's having some problems with the power unit. So yeah, that's a problem for Ferrari there. Leclerc, yeah, he's been told not to short shift. He has to extend the revs, but that's gonna hurt his pace big time. And more now with the strategy that the team put him on, he has to make up a lot of time. He's 10 seconds behind Verstappen in third place though. With the medium tires, he's gonna have to stop again. And there's a second DRS train forming behind, and that's that of Lance Stroll. Ricciardo is all over the place as Gasly through the radio. He's complaining about the Australian driver not keeping his cool pretty much. Let's see, Stroll now. I think he's going to get overtaken by Hamilton into turn one. Side by side they go. Hamilton takes the inside line. And yes, he definitely is in front. Magnussen, a 5-second penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. I mean, if it is the incident that I saw, that makes absolutely no sense, but I think it might be a different one. Perhaps he rejoined in front of where he was supposed to. Can somebody tell me how Russell got up to second? He started third and Leclerc pitted. That's literally it. He didn't start third, did he? There were the two McLarens in front. He got past Ricciardo and Norris had a dreadful start. I think that's how it happened. Yeah, where did Russell start? I think it was in fifth, wasn't it? He started second. No, he didn't start second. It was... Oh yeah, he started second because I was thinking Verstappen, but no, he started second. Yeah, of course he started second. My God. having Alzheimer's already. Let's see, Lando Norris trying to get past Fernando Alonso on the inside into turn one. Those two have been battling all through the race. And that is Lando getting Alonso back once again. Someone locks up. There was a plume of smoke there at the back of turn one. That's Bottas making up a place and up into 17th for him. Gotifi back in his position. Back of the pack. Is he really? Is he already at the back of the pack? Oh yeah, he stopped, of course. So the one-stop strategy pit window from lap 18 to 28 was later than that. It was lap 21, but sure. You can say it was lap 18 now. Wink, wink. Gotifi is Mr. Consistency, of course he is. Great seeing De Vries doing well. Yeah, definitely. That pretty much seals Mr. Gotifi out of the team for next season. Let's see, Gasly coming in. Gasly was the first one to stop, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the other drivers following there from that back. Zhou and Stroll have also come in. And yes, I think the best thing to do now for some clean air and some clean running is to stop and get clear of that Ricciardo train and do the undercut. Black and white flag for De Vries for track limits. That's the third time that he has infringed the track limits. I think that's why the black and white flag is shown. Next time he does so, it's a 5-second penalty. Oof. I feel like De Vries needs a seat. This guy has been reserving to so many teams already. He's pretty much a Mercedes driver, which means he also reserves for any other Mercedes team. But yes, he definitely needs a seat for next season, and I think the only course of action is to fire Go Tiffy and get him on that seat. And that's Ricciardo coming in and Nick De Vries as well. So the drivers in front are free to actually start racing now. The race has started for, well, Norris and Alonso now, seeing as every other driver is, I think, going to come out. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to undercut. Are they? Are they going to be able to do the undercut? Ocon comes in as well. Tsunoda comes in as well. Let's see. Ricciardo comes out. Oh no, in front of Nick De Vries and Pierre Gasly. Oh shit. Gasly has pitted only for Ricciardo to come out in front again. That's going to be frustrating to say the least. Let's see. Ocon comes in front, just in front of his mate Lance Stroll and Yuki Tsunoda in P18. Yeah, slow stop for Gasly. He lost all the time there. He tried to make it up with the undercut, but it just didn't work out. I mean, bruh, Verstappen has a rocket. He is 8 seconds in front of Russell now. Holy fuck. Yeah, he's been left to lead. But the thing is, if Verstappen comes in, he will be coming out behind Leclerc right now. Leclerc still holds the fastest lap of this race now. Let's see, Pierre Gasly lap P13 right now. He has to be hurting, dude. You have to really feel for Pierre Gasly, who's also now got hard tires. So that's going to be a harder overtake, literally. Pun not intended. And Ricciardo, yeah, he's on the hards as well. DRS still open. And that's once again the DRS train. Yeah, that cannot feel good. Let's see, Checo 10th place with the hard compound tires. I think he's going to have to pit once again. He does have a soft compound available. He may pit towards the latter end of the race for a new set of soft tires. Yes. Because I don't think he's going to be able to make it. Well, if there's one driver that's going to be able to make it to the end is Checo, but yeah, still. Leclerc they are thinking plan C. They went from plan A to plan C now. No idea. As long as it's not, yeah, exactly. Like Kevin says, as long as it's not plan Y, I think it's good. DRS open for that's Checo getting past Bottas. Bottas up into 10th place now. Still, that's good. Even with the damaged front wing, that's good pace for Bottas. I mean, he hasn't stopped, but still. Yeah, that's effectively, well, second to last now. Yeah, Perez is struggling to get through. Well, that's probably, yeah, that's because of the hard tires, because of the braking problems. Yeah, that's why. That's why. Yeah, we're seeing a replay of what we just saw on that exact camera. Science driver of the day. As of now, yes, I would say so. So now that we're here, not much is going on. I would like to remind you to like the stream if you enjoyed the stream so far, if you enjoyed the commentary and the graphs and stuff. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to be here every single race weekend. And yes, we do this because we love it. If you would also like to see what my personal views are on Formula One, there's also a link in the description to my channel, Raian F1, where, yeah, that's where I post videos. As I said yesterday, this is not my channel. There's a lot of people that don't know that. But yes, there's a link to my channel in the description. I have a video already lined up for the end of this week. And Alonso Radio, we have a problem with the deployment, or everything is normal. Everything looks okay from our side. Alonso gets told, wow. So Alonso's, yeah, surprised that the car doesn't have enough power. As George Russell comes in for a new set of hearts, I think that's the only stop for the race for Russell already done. 3.5 second stop. Yeah, so he comes out now behind the Sainz. Is he gonna be in front of behind Norris? No, that's gonna be in front of Norris. Yeah, so Alonso just doesn't have enough speed. Hamilton's gonna come in front now, any second now. Hamilton's gaining on Alonso, just not enough. Oh look, a spam message. Yeah, so as I was saying, I have a video lined up on Zhou Yu of all drivers. I think it's gonna be really interesting. And yeah, that's the one I have lined up for next week. I have a few other ideas though. I have to get there and write. Cheeky plug by Ryan. Yeah, now that we're at it, sure. Good race by Mick so far. Let me see. Yeah, Mick is in P9. It's been decent. I mean, it's okay. He hasn't stopped. That's the thing. The guys in front, the guys behind have stopped. I want the soft. It looks really good. Let's keep going, says Sainz. So Sainz is right now on the mediums, so he wants to extend this as much as he can to go onto the softs. But I would say that's around lap 30, 30 something that he would have to 35. He would have to hold those mediums to get the soft tires and make them work. Yeah, Hamilton's not getting past Alonso this lap either. How many laps? We're on lap 25 of 53. Checo is catching up. Yeah, kinda. I mean, Checo's in a different strategy to pretty much the whole pack. Now Kevin is pitting. Jasemal Darmaki, hello, dude. You haven't been here for a while. We missed you. How are you? Thank you for the donation. Oh. Okay, so they're serving the 5-second penalty. I thought he was going to retire, Magnussen, but no. They were serving the penalty, and now the new tires have been fitted. That is Red Bull coming in for Max Verstappen. The medium tires are going on. Okay, so Verstappen's going for a two-stop perhaps as well. Yeah, he's got an extra set of softs, I think. So he might go for a two-stop as well. Yeah, Leclerc's passed. Okay, so Leclerc's now in front. And yeah, I think they're gonna do a reactive strategy, two-stop as well to Verstappen's one-stop, perhaps, or are they going to try to go with the mediums to the end? If they try to go with the mediums to the end, that's gonna be a tough end of the race for him. I don't know why they didn't fit the hards. So yeah, there's not much going on. I'm reading the chat and there's not any questions there in the chat as well. Well, Mick Schumacher get points as MVP. Tough one. And he right now is on P9, but remember he hasn't stopped. From Ricciardo down, everyone has stopped. So the only outliers are Norris, Alonso, Hamilton, Schumacher, and Bottas. And Russell. Oh no, I think no, Russell pitted. And Sainz, of course, yes. He did 26 laps on the soft, so he will do last 27 on mediums easy. Who are we talking about? 26 laps on softs. So 0.3 of a second is the gap between Alonso and Hamilton right now. Let's see, Hamilton's now gonna get the move down on Alonso around the outside. Even before the breaking point, he's passed and he's up into 6th place. Why did you put De Vries's full name? We didn't. It's a plugin that we use, and the name was like that. And that's also useful for someone who's new or who hasn't seen Formula One for the past few races, perhaps, and is like, oh wait, who the hell is that guy? And okay, you have a full name now, and you can look him up. You can see he's the Roomba Championship champion, and Formula 2 champion as well. Verstappen, fastest lap of the race right now, who is in 2nd place with the new medium compound tires. You have a credit card. Yeah, do you want to see it? Let me show you my credit card. No, I'm just kidding. Red Bull strategy is literally perfect right now. I think it's okay. George Russell is really not happy on the hard tire. He's not feeling the grip. So that's a problem for Mercedes. Yeah, that's why he's dropping off a little bit. Oh, we're back on the Ricciardo train. Ricciardo, Gasly, and De Vries battle for 11th place. Yeah, it's right back to where they left off. Yeah, Max Verstappen is gaining slowly on... Oh, no, not slowly whatsoever. He's gained half a second on the last lap, Max Verstappen on Charles Leclerc. Yeah, that's not slowly gaining. I thought those were the per lap, not per sector gains. Are you new to F1? No, I'm not new to F1. It has 52 laps, right? No, 53 almost. What happened to K-Mag? He had a 5-second penalty to serve. That's what happened to him. When will the medium guys pit? The pit window. Sorry, from the mediums to the hards ends at around lap 31. So I have no idea. Perhaps the hard is not as grippy, so they're trying to do as many laps as possible on the medium, probably. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. Because many of them cannot go onto the soft because they don't have any new soft compound tires. Why don't you go and slip? It's a bit of a boring race. What do you want me to do? What happened to the Grand Prix? Pai King-Chu didn't miss a thing, dude. It didn't miss a thing. Perez on a one-stop strategy, or did he pit? Will he pit again? Perez, I mean, he's trying to go for the one-stop, I would assume, but I don't think he's gonna manage. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him pitting for the softs towards the latter end of the race, or if he has a new set of mediums, perhaps, yeah, the 1/3 to go mark, pretty much. So in, yeah, I would say 10 laps. We're lap 30 of 53, so we're past the halfway point already. Max Verstappen to Charles Leclerc striking distance in about 10 laps. Where's your dog? My dog died last year. New fastest lap of the race by Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is coming in right now. Carlos Sainz is going to be coming in at the end of this lap. Let's see. And Carlos is in. Oh, a big lock up there at the start of the pit lane. I hope he doesn't get fined for speeding there due to the late slowdown. 2.3 second stop for Carlos. That is good. He comes out behind Alonso and behind Perez as well. So P8 for Carlos Sainz after his first stop, which puts him, yes, behind the driver who he started in front of. Guys, does Hamilton have soft tires? I think Hamilton's on the mediums. Let me check right now. Let's see. New soft for Carlos Sainz, by the way. Jose Maldarmaki, when will see you streaming in your channel? I don't have any plans to stream in my channel. We're fine streaming here, but who knows what the future will bring? No idea, dude. I prefer making videos, not streams in my channel. Let's see, Lewis Hamilton, he's on the mediums. The only driver on the softs is Carlos Sainz, as Alonso has come into the pits. What tires will he fit and what position will he come out on? We will only see once then. Oh, I think he's retiring the car. Yeah, he's retiring the car. So I was saying at the start of the race, I'm worrying about Alonso's reliability. Didn't I call it? I called it. Yep. I called it. I called it. I was like, okay, why aren't they penalizing this race? It seems really weird that they are not penalizing. Everyone is. Why isn't he? I'm worried about the reliability. And there you go. He DNF'd. I was literally expecting this since yesterday. So yes, no surprise here. Alonso's out of the race. Makes sense. Mercedes has to make an entire new car for next year. So next year, again, Verstappen world champion. Why do they have to make an entirely new car? Their concept is kind of working right now. There were a few races where they were fighting for the win. Is it raining right now? No, it is not raining. It's fully clear skies right now. Yeah, sunshine and everything. Pit retirement for Alonso? Yes, pit retirement for Alonso. They were like, okay, come in, we have to box. Yes. That was expected, I mean. Yes, that was completely 100% expected at this point. That this wasn't even going to be a good race for the team. How's Latifi? He's doing fine. I think he's good in health. He's fit. So Sainz got past Checo Perez into turn 4 right now. Leclerc's coming in. Okay, so softs coming in for Leclerc. Softs for Leclerc. Softs for Leclerc. Alonso retired. What happening? Problems with the power unit. That was pretty much it. They said we have an issue. We have to stop the car. Okay. He came in, he stopped the car, and he's out of the race. Shit happens. Hamilton, Mercedes, box. Okay, so Hamilton's coming in this lap. Yeah, Leclerc has already made the second stop. So I think he's good to go to the end of the race now. Isn't it too early to pit again? Fifth asks. Kind of early, yeah. But I think he's going to be able to do it. It's 20 laps. 20 laps. That's what he did on the first stint on the softs. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him do it again. So Schumacher's in the pits, by the way. Hamilton's coming in P12 with the softs behind the Zhou, who is on the train. The Ricciardo train's still going strong, guys. It's been a whole race long train that now is from Ricciardo all the way down to Hamilton included. Why Magnussen retired? No, Magnussen hasn't retired. He's still racing at the back of the pack, though. I like your accent. What is it? It is mine. It is my accent. Oh, completely out of the blue. I don't know why I remembered right now. I have to to transfer money from one bank to the other. I don't know why I remembered just now. And I went like to grab my phone today. Was like, no, I'm in the middle of a race. Why would I do this? Yeah, mind wandering off. Whatever. Hi, can you say my name? No, Carl Edo, I cannot say your name. Hamilton gets past Zhou and Yu and up into 11th place. Fifth since hand over the money to me. Oh, it's not a lot. It's like no money pretty much, but that's what a shit country gets you. Norris box. Norris is coming in from 4th place for his second stop now, or his first stop. Yeah, his first stop. He hasn't stopped yet. Onto the softs. That's a good strategy by Norris. Oh, there's a slow stop. A 5-second stop for Lando. That's like the team pretty much threw it all away. Oh well, not all the way, since he's coming out in front. Come on! No, he's not coming out in front. He's in the train now. Not only in the train, but behind Pierre Gasly. And Hamilton's getting past both of them. Hamilton taking full advantage of that and making up 2 places, past Norris and past Gasly as well. Hamilton side by side now with Gasly as he gets that place into turn 4. Yep, and now Norris is dropped down to 9th. He would have been in P6, sorry. But the team screwed it up and is now 9th, a 5-second stop that ruined Norris's race. Nice. Norris dropped the ball. No, Norris didn't drop the ball. The team dropped the ball. The 5-second stop dropped the ball. Yeah. I don't know what happened. What happened to Alonso? He came in to retire the car. I know, Ryan, but I'm talking about his driving. Oh, Hamilton gets past Daniel Ricciardo, by the way, and Norris drops down behind Gasly. So what we're gonna see now probably is once Norris gets close to Ricciardo, he's gonna be led through. Let's see, Jose, what were you saying? Norris dropped the ball. I don't think he did drop the ball. I think he did all he could. He waited 36 laps to get onto the soft tires. I think he did a good race. New fastest lap of the race by Charles Leclerc. Vettel had a technical problem. Yeah, he went over a curve and the car started smoking. And Lando Norris, exactly as I said, Ricciardo has been told to let Lando through, and Lando's up into 7th place. Okay, so crisis kind of not really averted. The gap between Leclerc and Verstappen is 19 seconds, almost a full stop. What team do you support? I don't support any teams in particular. I mean, there's not one team that I'm behind of. No, not really. I mean, there's a lot of teams that I like, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan of any team right now. Yeah. So the breeze is catching the AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly on the medium tires. Yeah. That means you're a Verstappen fan. I love how you guys draw your own conclusions and they're absolutely insane. Which teams don't you like? Okay, that's a better question. I mean, but there's also like there's no teams that I actively dislike either. I don't really like Alpine. They're a bunch of winners and gonads. But other than that, yeah, I think they're okay, I guess. AlphaTauri is like if AlphaTauri was a spice, it would be flour. But other than that, yeah, I think every team's fine. Cheese is more exciting than this race. Yes, it is indeed. Cheese is more exciting than this race. Someone has to get the winners and go nuts reference. Come on, someone has to. It's a reference. I'll give you that as a hint. If you tell me where that's from, I'll give you a shout out. Hey, Ofix appear. There you go. You got it right away. Yeah, exactly that one. Ofix appear. Got it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, not much going on. Blue flags for that is Kevin Magnussen, who's getting overtaken by Leclerc. That's Leclerc, or is that Carlos Sainz? No, that's Leclerc. Stroll radio? Cool the brakes for Stroll. Oh, Stroll's retiring the car. Stroll's retiring the car. Needs to cool the brakes and retire the car. Yep, another retirement year, Lance Stroll. Yeah. So both of the Astons are out of this race, and Alonso's Alpine as well. Does Carlos Reutemann speak like you, commentator? No, he doesn't speak because he died. Aston Martin is shambles. Yes. Aston is us done. Yes. That's also true. They can pack it up and start going home now. We're now seeing Schumacher trying to overtake Mr. Goat, Mr. Tiffy, for 14th place with 12 laps to go. Do you think Max will pit again? Check on the tire graphs. Oh, a big lockup by Schumacher cannot get past Latifi into turn 1. Let me see. Verstappen 16 lap. Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna pit again. No, he's not gonna pit again. Aren't the races in Argentina always really early, so you have to get up early? No. They're mostly at 10 a.m. I mean, it's not really early. I have to wake up kind of early, but not really early. Mick Schumacher up into 14th place. If I want to have like some time to have breakfast at my own pace and chill for a few minutes before getting up, I usually have an alarm for 8:30 a.m. 9 a.m. for yesterday since it started at 11. So I can go, on my own rhythm, let's say, at my own pace. And but that's, I mean, I could technically wake up 15 minutes before the race. That's what I do when it's a really early race. Like it's gonna be with, say, the Japanese Grand Prix, like what happens when we have the Australian Grand Prix. We usually start 15 minutes before the race starts here with the stream, and I wake up half an hour before, 15 minutes before we start streaming, so half an hour before the race starts. Yeah, to not be a zombie, pretty much. And yeah, we're gonna have to see how we do when with the camera. Well, I suppose I can turn on a few lights. But yes, I usually try to be alone in my house in case I scream during the races and such. But yeah, I try to keep it kind of low profile as well. Monza would have been a perfect night race because, well, nothing happened today. A Red Bull are preparing for a driver to come in. I don't think that's going to be Verstappen. I think that's going to be Perez, and that is indeed Perez. Perez comes in. A new set of softs. That's exactly the strategy I predicted. That's good. That's good to see. And yes, he's going to go to the end of the race now. De Vries is owning Latifi. Yeah, De Vries is even going to score points today. That's how bad Latifi actually is. It's a night one. Yeah. The engine. Yeah, remember guys, I'm not gonna be here next race. I'm not gonna be here for the race next week. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. We're just trying to the guy who commentates on FP1, FP2, and FP3, Farrell, he wanted to try a race, and we're like, yeah, sure, okay, have Singapore. And yeah, he is just gonna commentate on Singapore, the race, and then I'm gonna be back. Are we back? Are we good? Has the stream died? Okay, the stream died. Are we back? Radio check. Radio check. Are we back? I think we're back. Good now. Okay, we're back. Good. Yeah, less than 10 laps remaining. Still nothing has happened. They're going to the cheese convention next weekend. Yes, that's no. I'm gonna be watching the race from here. I mean, I'm gonna be watching the race from home. Actually, I might do something that I never get to do. I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's house on a race Sunday, and we perhaps are gonna watch the race together. Oh, that's actually really nice. Yeah, I want to do that. Um, that's a great plan. Okay. Audio on Facecam not synced. Oh god. Well, I'm waiting if we want to do something about this, if we want to disconnect or do something. I'm here. So sounds nice. I wish I could do that with my partner. Yeah, I wish I could as well. But I mean, I do this. I'd rather do this. To be honest. But yeah, I'll have to. Well, it's gonna be her first race, so let's hope it's a good one. But yeah, she's been showing increasing interest for F1 ever since. Well, for a few weeks now, for a few months now. Sorry. Uh, and she gets a few of my jokes now, which is nice. And yeah, when the whole Alpine disaster happened, I explained it to her like I would explain it to one of you guys, and she kind of understood. So it's looking good. Norris Radio, no comms, please. I'm busy. Oh, he's defending from Checo Perez to try and hold that sixth place. He definitely is busy and did. She's a keeper. Yeah, I know. You think you'll marry her soon? Oh, I don't think I'm ever gonna marry, but you're breaking up. My audio's breaking up. Mic is glitching out. Radio check. Radio check. Is she attractive? Of course she is. Can you hear me okay? My microphone is... My connection is fine here, it says. It's a bit... Well, latency could be better, but I think it says it's fine. And I'm watching the stream fine, so... Okay, audio's fine. We can hear you. All should be good. Okay. Good, good, good. Yeah, so make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out my channel if you're interested in that. Link is in the description, Raian F1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, that's all I wanted to say now. Oh, Ricciardo's dropping down. Ricciardo, has he come in? Yellow flag on the second sector. That is going to be Ricciardo dropping down. Oh, I think he's retired. I think Ricciardo's out of the race. Lost the engine. Ricciardo is out of this race. And Ricciardo has retired, unfortunately, and that's going to bring a late safety car. That's definitely going to be a late safety car, but I don't think they're going to be able to get the car out in time. We might not have any more racing after this. Yellow flag on the second sector. We may get like 2 laps of racing. Verstappen has carried on. Verstappen's not coming in. Yeah, I bet they're thinking the same as I am. It's gonna be... I mean, the safety car's not even being called out yet. I don't think it's a good move to pit, Ferrari. Do not pit, Ferrari. And that's a safety car. There we go. Russell's coming in. Oh, dude, do not do that. Okay, Carlos Sainz is coming in, then it's a good move for Russell. If Carlos is coming in, then it's a good move. Yes, Carlos coming in. So new softs for both of them. And that is, I think, Hamilton coming in as well. Can we make a free stop? Yes. Verstappen's been told. So the safety car has not catched the cars yet. Norris coming in. Norris coming in. Yeah, oh, the curse. Oh, yes, that's true, the curse. Yeah, I forgot about the curse. Yeah, of course, the curse is proved true once again. Max Verstappen, new softs as well. Yeah, if everyone comes in for a new set of softs, it's literally like nothing happened. Why didn't Hamilton pit? Track position, that's why. He's gonna perhaps try and hold it to the end of this race. Leclerc's coming in as well. Yuki Tsunoda's coming in as well. Why didn't they pit Perez for track position? And because he's on pretty much brand new softs. Perez's softs are like 4 laps old. Did Hamilton pit? No, he did not. Yeah, so he's still there, but Ricciardo hasn't even gotten out of the car, I think. And that is Russell or Hamilton going to be coming in. No, nobody's going to be coming in. Nope, no Mercedes is going to be coming in. They come in back in with the tires. Those were used softs as well. I don't think it's a good idea to pit Hamilton. I don't know, dude. At this point, I don't know. I would. I personally would. Well, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Because it's at most going to be 1 lap of racing. And if he loses 1 place or... Yeah, if he loses 1 place in that 1 lap, he's good. That's better than what he was before. Every single time we get a late safety car, we get the British commentator saying it's like Abu Dhabi 2021 every time, dude. Like, stop it with that. Stop it with Abu Dhabi 2021. No, it's not like Abu Dhabi 2021. Hamilton is 5th. Jesus Tiffy says Verstappen is better than Hamilton and Vettel. Okay, well, thank you for your donation, dude. They're traumatized. Yeah, they really are, dude. 5th. They really are. How much did Ricciardo get from Ferrari? I don't think they got anything from Ferrari, seeing as Leclerc and Sainz are not pretty much gaining anything from this stop. Vote for driver of the day. Huh. Gonna say Sainz. He may even get to the podium now. I would think it's a pretty easy driver of the day, this one. Bro, this race is ending behind the safety car. That's what I said. That's why I was like, do not stop. This race is gonna end behind the safety car, and at most we're gonna get one lap of running. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this one be in checkered flag under the safety car. The Monza curse continues. It does indeed. It does indeed. What lap are we on now? 51 of 53. And they're just getting the crane there. How's Latifi? He is not last. He's not last. What's the Monza curse? Whenever a driver wins in Monza, the following year they DNF at Monza. And so far it's been true for many years. It's happened with Leclerc, it's happened with Hamilton, and it's happened with Ricciardo now for the last 3 years. Oh, and Gasly as well, 4 years, the last 4 years. Gasly as well, yeah. So 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Jesus Tiffy says L chat Latifi has no upgrades unlike the Breezes car. Yeah, sure. You try and say that. Lap 52. Okay, next lap is gonna be the final lap. Are we gonna get a lap of racing? Thank you, Jesus Tiffy, of course. Thank you for your donation. Guys, remember that if you can, if you want to donate, it's the best way to support us directly. It's, of course, if you can't, you don't have to. But if you want to, it's a good way to do so. What lap? 52 or 53? I doubt we will get a racing lap. Oh yeah, I doubt so too. That's what I was saying since Ricciardo crashed. I was like, okay, I think this is it, because they weren't pulling out the safety car right away. The car may be cleared now, but the safety car still has to allow the lapped cars to overtake. So I wouldn't be surprised if the race ends like this. The lapped cars still have to unlap themselves, and this is going to be the last lap of the race once we start it. Jose Martinez with a donation. Thank you so much. Let's go. Yeah, I'm listening to the Sky Sports people saying that they should have red flagged the race because it was jumbled up. We'll finish the race behind the safety car. Leclerc has just been told. Yes, exactly what I thought. I don't think red flagging the race would have been a good move. It's just too artificial, and it's because the races, the places were jumbled up like okay, that hurts a lot of teams and that benefits a lot of teams. I mean, didn't make much sense. I don't know. I don't think that would have been the move. The only people I think would have benefited from that would have been Mercedes, perhaps, and that's like, okay, are you really gonna say that to just benefit Mercedes? I think we're gonna. That doesn't make much sense. But that is going to be it for this race. So congratulations, Verstappen, for winning another race. That's insane. Leclerc in second, Russell in third place. Carlos Sainz will be coming home in fourth place. Lewis Hamilton fifth. Some solid points for Mercedes. Checo Perez in sixth place with the fastest lap, so that's an extra point for him. Lando Norris, a decent holding off race for McLaren, seventh place for him. Pierre Gasly will be coming home in eighth place. That's good. Finally some points again for AlphaTauri. And that's Nick De Vries making his debut in Formula One and making some points. Finally, P9. Nick De Vries. That's Gotifi in 21st place. That's going to be 2 points for Nick De Vries. Congratulations to him. And Zhou Wan Yu, again, points for him in a car that definitely cannot on a car that definitely cannot battle for the points consistently once at this point in the season. It's good to see him scoring some. I mean, it's definitely good for the team, Joe, and you. Congratulations to you as well. Ocon not in the points. That's a 0-point race for the Alpine team. That's very disappointing for them. Schumacher and Magnussen never really had the pace. Yuki Tsunoda, P14. It looked like it was going to be a great race for Yuki, but yeah, it ended up not being so. Valtteri Bottas P13 for him, and Gotifi will finish in 15th place. Thank you, King, for your donation. I can't see what Twitter makes of this race. Definitely. I mean, sometimes we just need to say like, okay, that was a race that happened, and just call it that. Yes. Okay. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Yes, make sure to... There's a link to my channel right in front in the description. Make sure to check it out as well. Come hang out with us on Twitter. I'm at F1 Ryan, and then you can also follow Racing Statistics at Statistics Race on Twitter as well. And yes, this has been the Italian Grand Prix. It was a race that happened. That's pretty much all we can say about this one. So thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all for the next one, Singapore, in 2 weeks' time. And yes, that's gonna be it for me today. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.